Hello everyone. So we have seen, suppose if I put a plus sign, right, and then if I take 2 here, and then if I do 3 or 4, so it get 5, right? And now if I do 2 and 5, I get 25, no, string 25. And if I do say do with plus 1 2 3 4, right? So the plus operator here, depending upon the object 2 or 3, or it's a string or it's a list, depending upon the operand or which object it is operating on, the meaning of the plus changes, right? So here it is simple addition, like a mathematical addition. Here it is concatenation, and here it is extending the list. So here the operator is this operator overloading we can code in our classes, and for this we can use special methods inside a class which will have two trailing leading and two trailing underscores. So these are reserved methods, for example. So you have lots of them. If you go to Python website, the python.org, and the Python 3, you can see there are many of them. So we will see a few of these methods today. So first of all, if I write a function def f, simple function f, right, and I call it by saying f, so I get hello. And this is the way I call the function f, right? I use parentheses. Now I want to, for example, write a class, a definition my so not class, my class, right, and pass. So this is simply my class, right? And so now this is my instance, right? So when I want to do this on my class, I want to intercept this kind of a call and have some results, right? So in order to do that, what I'm going to do, I say class, I'm going to add a method. Okay, so the method is underscore call, and will pass self to that. So the reference to my class itself, and I can code whatever I want to. I can say print, maybe hello, right? So now if I create an instance and I can now call. So when I do this operation like that, basically what this function is intercepting this call, and we get the print statement. I can have a very complicated multi-line statements, proper big functions if I want to, and I don't have to even do that. If you don't prefer that, for example, I can create another method here. Can call, say, regular say run me, and then say print hello, and then I can just call here that self dot. Now I can say I equal to, so hello, right? So I can, so basically when I do this, I intercepted that parenthesis call, which is calling like a function. I am calling this guy, and this is calling the run me method in self, which is this, and it is printing the value. So again, I can use all the, if I define init and pass some values during the construction call here, I can use all those stuff there. Okay, now we can use it like any other function. So now suppose when I say look at I see this, right? It says it's a class, and if I say print I do this, right? So now when I call print, if I want to when I do a string, or I want to say pass the string of it is again returning back this string, right? I want to intercept that call and maybe talk about my class, for example. So in order to, if I want to do that, I go here, I can intercept that kind of a call by defining a str method. So again, 2 underscores and 2 leading and 2 trailing underscores. Okay, not 1 underscore. I suffered in the beginning because I was only putting 1 underscore earlier, and what is going on with my code? Unless I met and I started reading Mark Lutz. So here I can just say return, maybe say my name is my class, whatever you want to call. So now if I say print, let us create, okay, so that we have updated code, and if I say print I, it is using this, and I can do things like str I, so it is intercepting that. So this string is giving me this value. So we intercepted string and the print calls. So now the most fascinating thing, right? So suppose I have my I want to say something like that. I want to define an addition operation on this, on my class. Okay, so what I do, I'm gonna define a special method called add, and it has one more value, which, because I need to pass this guy, right? So, and before that, I'm going to, here we are going to my class, we'll create an init, so that we need some kind of a value. I don't know, whatever you want to call value, self dot value equal to value. So whenever we have a construction called I equal to my class with some 10, it will be 10. If it is a string, it's a string, like that. In this case we want some kind of an integer because we are doing addition. Again, the behavior will depend upon what you imagine and what you want to code. Okay, so here I am going to say return self dot value plus other. So now what happens is, when I do this kind of an operation, when it's plus and the instance is on the left side, this add will be called internally. When my class will basically add is the one which is called, and other will get the value 2. So self dot value will be the one which you passing during the construction call. Here you can put a value, right? That is self dot value. So if it is 2, so 2 plus 2, like that. So let us try. So I put 10 here, and I say I plus maybe 3, right? 13. So I get I plus 3. Now this is only working on the left side. Okay, if I want to do something like 3 plus I, okay, it won't work. So what we have to do, again, we go here, and we are at right, the instance comes on the right side. Again, self dot other, and it's a return other. So now if I call it I equal to that, 15, and if I do say 3 plus I am calling this. So suppose if you want to check that thing, we can put something here, right? I can say print something like that. This is add, so that we know which one is being called, just as a trace. Yeah, so now let us do 15. So I'm going to add, say 3, right? Let's do the regular one. So instance is on the left side, so add is being the one is called, And now if I do 3 plus I, the result is coming from this same idea but two different left and right. So now since I have both, I can actually do both, right? Same idea. So if I do I1 equal to 5, say I2 equal to 10, if I do I1 plus I2, now let's think about it, right? So for I1 is attached, the value 5 is attached to I1, and I2 has the value 10, right, on the value thing. So when in this case, first of all, this I1 is on the left side. So first of all, this one is called add, right? So and other is I2. So this expression here is saying self dot value, so which means I1 dot value, which is 5 plus I2. So now we have 5 plus I2. Because of that, this will be called, right? So 5 plus I2, other is I2, right? Other is I2. Sorry, so self dot value, we have 5 and I2, right? So whenever we do that, the other is the other, depending upon the other which is coming on the right side, we'll call this guy. And we have, what we have is 5, and self dot value is the value which is attached to I2 now, which is 10. So 10 will be added to the other one. So that is the idea. So now, so in result, we get the sum of I1 plus I2. So first we have I1 add 1. So we have the I1 is on the left side. So the value attached to I5. And since in the second call, to complete the evaluation, the return, we are called, this will be automatically called R add. So I2 has an attached value which is 10, and so it's 10 plus the number, so the whole thing becomes 15. So this is the idea related to operator overloading in Python, and it's very fascinating. And thank you very much for watching.